in Pavo, Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Personality tonight will be going against the chosen one for my debut. And Lance Tucker, you might be the chosen one, but it's because you're chosen to go down. The Mr. Personality, Kelly Clark. Oh, I'm so excited. You're welcome.
Kelly Clark, tonight in Pavo, Georgia, you're looking at the man who's gonna beat you. You call yourself Mr. Personality? Well, guess what? I'm the chosen one, and I was chosen to beat you. So tonight, be ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Southern Wrestling Tradition, Heatwave Bash. This is your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., and I am joined alongside your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, Jacob Walker.
They know who I am, Donnie. They would have known as soon as they heard my voice. And you see all my boys out there in Spider's Web ready to put a hurt on Kelly Clark.
Mr. Personality, Kelly Clark, getting a hero's welcome here in Pavo, Georgia. The same cannot be said for Lance Tucker. Of course,
Donnie, that's because Lance Tucker's a real man, Donnie.
Well, he calls himself the chosen one, but I don't know who picked him.
Kelly.
Referee now checking Kelly Clark, Mr. Personality. You know, Kelly Clark, he's a good clean-cut young man. He's not going to be loose with the rules, unlike Lance Tucker here.
But you know what's wrong with Kelly, Donnie? He works for the admiration of all these dumb people in Pavo, Georgia. Lance Tucker's here to get paid and win this match, and that's what he's about to do, Donnie.
Well, Kelly Clark's going to be having to fight a two-front war. He's got Lance Tucker on the inside, but he has Chris Spider and Street Bandit on the outside. But, you know, they're just here for moral support. They're in no way going to insert themselves in this match.
Of course not, Donnie.
And if you believe that, ladies and gentlemen, I got some beachfront property in Arizona I'll sell you.
The Street Bandit has never cheated in his entire life, so I really don't know what you're talking about, Donnie.
Ooh, Jacob Walker. The devil is going to get you for lying. Well, right now, Chris Spider giving some last-minute instructions to Lance Tucker there. Kelly Clark,
get his name right.
Lance Tucker, here we go. Both men now circling the ring. Collar and elbow. No! Kelly Clark using that quick speed to his advantage, just going right past Lance.
Kelly Clark is nothing but a schmoozer. He's schmoozing to all these fans instead of worrying about working. Lance Tucker, he's going to put it to him. You give him a moment. We have a job to do out there, Donnie, is win the match. That's what Lance Tucker's here to do. He's here to win the match.
Well, Mr. Personality, Kelly Clark, also here to win the match, but he loves the fans. He appreciates their cheers, and they appreciate him. going up behind him. Trying to go into a flip over here, into a pin attempt. No! Only a 2 count. Going for a schoolboy now. Just using the speed, quickness, and leverage there. And Lance Tucker going for an arm drag, gets it. Lance Tucker,
beautifully done.
The much bigger and stronger of these two. And
he's a real man, Donnie.
Real man indeed. Irish whip into the ropes.
Another beautiful arm drag.
And this is very smart, I think, by Lance Tucker.
Slow it down, Donnie. Slow it down.
Keep him in the middle of the ring. He knows he can't match Mr. Personality when it comes to footwork and speed. So as you said, keep him in the middle of that ring. Work on that arm. Possibly get him to submit. Now Kelly Clark back up to a vertical base, back up to his feet. Now working the wrist lock on the chosen one, Lance Tucker. Lance Tucker now to transition.
Beautiful transition, Donnie.
I think he might have been taking a little bit of lessons from you. Oh, almost
look
had
at
him in a
this.
full Nelson
Look
for a
at this, Don. Yes, sir.
Reverse hammerlock now. Now Kelly Clark with the headlock. Transitioning behind now, him with the reverse hammerlock. Lance Tucker trying to reach around, trying to grab hold of something. Almost grabbing hold of him once again in a reverse hammerlock of his own. These two men just trying to show off their submission holds here for this capacity crowd in Pavo, Georgia. This is our first matchup of the evening. Kelly Clark wanting to work up the ladder here, wanting to get a shot at the SWT Heavyweight Championship. Holds gold in other promotions. He's the Champ Chain champion in Guardian's Legacy. And, I mentioned the Heavyweight Championship. Walker.
What is this, Donnie?
Flipping around, trying to get out of that wrist lock. Has him up, trying to go for a neck breaker. No! Tucker says, not today. Oh, but drop kick into the upper spine of Lance Tucker. That middle rope, the only thing holding him up at this point.
Donnie, this is illegal. The referee needs to get Lance out of the ropes. This is clearly illegal. You cannot have your opponent hung up in the rope. What's going on?
Kelly Clark making some laps around the ring here. Oh, and a boot to the head outside the ring. This crowd showing their approval. Lance Tucker's probably seeing stars at this moment. And now Mr. Personality going into the high rent district on the top rope. Flying high, missing!
And see, that's another example, Donnie, of pandering to these dumb fans. All that high risk, all that flash for nothing. Lance just stepped right out of the way.
Lance saw it coming like an oncoming train and just lightly stepped out the way. You got to think that Lanny probably took a lot out of Kelly Clark. Not enough to get the backslide pin, though. No, only 2 count.
Beautiful lariat, vicious. We call that a Western lariat, Donnie. Beautifully done.
Almost got the pin there, and now Lance Tucker having a little bit of words with the referee. Needs to be concentrating on his opponent.
He's setting something up, Donnie. You're not paying attention. There's moves happening
Wait
all
a minute.
over.
What the? Chris Spider was over there for a moment, and now putting the boots to Mr. Personality, who's down and out. On the ground now, half in, half out of the ring. Lance Tucker picking him up, getting Kelly Clark back up to a vertical base, but not for long. Chop to the chest.
Vicious chop.
And now going for the pin attempt again. And you just see that, the bottom leather of that boot just right on the area where he chopped. That has got to just hurt on that raw flesh.
And this is where you can really wear your opponent down, Donnie. He slowed the match down. Kelly Clark, he's now in Lance Tucker's world. This is Lance Tucker's match, Lance Tucker's pace.
Lance Tucker, over 20 years in the business, started when he was 14, trained by J-Rod, current down-home championship wrestling champ.
Heavyweight champion, get it right.
Champ.
Look, that's a big heavyweight man right there.
Over 245 pounds.
That's a real man, 245 pounds of all man, Donnie.
I don't know if Kelly Clark breaks 175. Right now, it looks like Lance Tucker's going to try to break Kelly Clark. Mr. Personality.
Beautiful.
Head right
Beautiful
into the mat.
psycho driver.
Could that be it? No. Spider's Web here. Spider's Web comprising of Chris Spider, Lance Tucker, Street Bandit, and you.
And, of course, me. Yeah, say me by name, Jacob Walker.
Every time I say your name, I want to wash my mouth out with soap.
Beautiful.
Playing very loose there with the rules with his opponent there on the middle
Now,
rope.
when he was hung up in the ropes, Donnie, you didn't say anything. When Kelly had Lance Tucker hung in the ropes, you said nothing, but
He
now it's a
wasn't attacking
problem.
him
Now
from
it's a
behind.
problem.
Wait a minute. Oh! Jawbreaker on Lance Tucker. Lance Tucker missing with the lariat, missing again with the swing. Getting blocked by Kelly Klark. Going to work with the fist, jamming him in. Getting a good rhythm going. Lance Tucker up against the ropes. Reverse Irish whipping the Mr. Personality. Oh!
Vicious DDT there. I don't know if he got all of it.
I think he hurt himself as much as he hurt the chosen one. But wait a minute! Mr. Personality getting ready to tune up the world. Missing with that tune, missing with that beat. Getting caught.
Spine to the
chosen
pine.
one.
That's it. Count to 100.
No! You spoke too soon there, Jacob. Mr. Personality still has some personality left in that body, has not given up the ghost just yet. And what an upset for a man who's only been in the business for 2.5 years to get a victory over a 20-year veteran.
A 20-year veteran. He's wrestled with the best. He's wrestled all the best and beat him, and now he's going to beat Mr. Personality tonight.
Wait a minute, going for something. Rolling him up. No!
Only a 1 count. You're not going to get a veteran like him on that. What? No!
Hit him with the super kick. Lance Tucker didn't see it coming, hooking the leg. And he got him! And the Spider's Web is 0-1 here at Heatwave Bash. Mr. Personality, Kelly Klark, picking up the victory over the 20-year veteran Lance Tucker. And Jacob, you don't seem to have anything to say at the moment.
I don't have anything to add. If I was out there with him, he would have been victorious. That's all I can really add.
Well, more matches coming up for the Spider's Web, but right now, Kelly Klark, Mr. Personality, standing tall in the middle of the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with more Southern Wrestling Tradition.
And ladies and gentlemen, just like I prophesied, Lance, you went down to Mr. Personality Kelly Klark. My first victory in my debut match at SWT. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know when I'll be back, but when I am back, the future is looking bright for Mr. Personality. You're welcome.